Hello friends, it's your GameLearner here, and today we're diving into strategies. Some folks out there keep grumbling that the genre is dead, finished, kaput, but let me tell you, don't listen to those whiners. Strategy games aren't just alive, they're making a massive comeback right now. Over the past few years, we've received a ton of awesome games, RTS, turn-based global strategies, everything your heart desires. Today, I'll show you the best of the best, so you can pick something great to dive into for hundreds of hours. If I miss something, drop it in the comments, but let's stick to recent titles, okay? Buckle up, this is going to be epic. Let's roll. So, the first game is Empires of the Undergrowth. Forget crowns and thrones, ants rule here. You're the boss of an anthill, building an underground empire, assembling armies of workers and fighters and showing everyone who's the boss. But don't relax. Nature is brutal and dangers are everywhere. Predators attack, rival colonies invade, and every inch of territory is fiercely contested. Each level is like a survival puzzle. Only the smartest and strongest survive. The graphics are awesome. Ants move incredibly realistically, creating intense, gripping tension. Once, I spent half the night defending my base from bugs and almost broke my mouse from sheer stress. The atmosphere keeps you on edge like a great thriller. If you want adrenaline-pumping strategy with a unique twist, Empires of the Undergrowth is your choice. Let me know in the comments how your ants are faring and which enemy bugs drive you crazy. Foundation is a city-building simulator focusing on the organic growth of a medieval settlement. It stands out because it lacks the typical construction grid. Your city grows naturally, with roads forming where citizens walk and buildings placed freely, allowing for unique and beautiful settlements. Every resident isn't just a number, they're fully fledged characters with jobs and needs. The cozy atmosphere, pleasant colors, and lively world really make this game special. Although it lacks some depth initially, it's improving with every update. If you enjoy laid-back strategy games without rigid constraints, Foundation is definitely worth your attention. In Farthest Frontier, you build a medieval settlement and fight for survival against relentless nature, diseases, and enemies. Winters here are brutal. Food shortages, freezing villagers. One mistake and your entire village is done for. Bandits roam, fires erupt, and epidemics rage. You've got to build, fortify, and hustle like crazy. But with brains and effort, your humble village can transform into a prosperous city with a robust economy and walls no enemy can breach. The attention to detail is fantastic, with beautifully changing seasons and challenging economic mechanics. Battling through blizzards with dwindling supplies was nerve-wracking but incredibly rewarding. It's one of the best survival strategies out there. Comment below how you're surviving winter and what's causing you more trouble, bandits or plague. Medieval Europe. Intrigue around every corner and fierce battles for power await you in Crusader Kings III. You're not just managing a country, you're guiding an entire dynasty. Marry off heirs for powerful alliances, quietly weave conspiracies, and seize your neighbors' lands. Every character feels alive, complete with quirks, ambitions, and betrayals. Your decisions literally shape history. Want to be a benevolent king, a ruthless tyrant, or perhaps a sly fox who outsmarts everyone? It's all up to you. If you love politics, history, and complex storytelling, Crusader Kings III is your ticket to a legendary experience. Share in the comments if you've become a mighty duke or a rebellious upstart. So, Manor Lords is a strategy game where you build and manage a medieval estate from scratch. You'll face deep economic mechanics, changing seasons, and tactical battles. Each decision shapes your lands, from planting crops to defending against raids. The game's detail is stunning. Houses, fields, and forests look incredibly realistic, and battles feel impressively authentic. Ever dreamed of ruling your own village? Here's your chance. Check if you've got what it takes to elevate your village from rags to riches. Age of Empires IV, The Legend is back with us. After the controversial third installment, the developers decided to return to their roots, and they didn't disappoint. Age of Empires IV retains that classic atmosphere where your heart beats to the rhythm of battles, while adding dynamic gameplay with clever tactics. Here, you've got massive castle sieges, an economy that demands skillful management, and an artificial intelligence that adapts to your moves. The battles are pure epic. Watching the armies in action sends shivers down your spine. Want to rewrite history your way? This is your ticket to the era of great conquests. Here it is, the new chapter in the iconic series, Sid Meier's Civilization VII. Once again, it throws down the gauntlet. Take a tribe armed with sticks and let it to the stars. If you've got the brains for it. You've got science to climb from the mud to the cosmos. Cities that need smart nurturing and a choice. Negotiate with your neighbors or send tanks into battle right away. Diplomacy's trickier now. The economy's deeper and the tactics demand real brain power. Every game feels like a fresh story. It's pure paradise for fans of grand strategy where you craft plans centuries in the making. Get ready because Total War Warhammer 3 is bursting in with a bang once again. You've got colossal battles where armies clash like in a blockbuster, and campaigns that'll take your breath away. Assemble your warriors, march straight into the realm of chaos, and hack your way through Stronghold or Frostpunk. Monsters, heroes, and all sorts of grim riffraff. Magic hurls lightning, siege engines smash walls to splinters, and the combat is a jaw-dropping spectacle. I once got hooked chasing orcs with dragons. The battlefield was ablaze, and my adrenaline was off the charts. Every fight here is like a mini-movie where you're both the director and the general. If you're into carnage, chaos, and epic showdowns, Warhammer 3 is totally your vibe. Drop in the comments which faction do you fight for and who gets on your nerves the most. Frostpunk 2. I overall liked the game. I wouldn't say it's better than the first one, but it's not as bad as people online make it out to be either. I went through the storyline once, and here's what I'll tell you. The game is good. Not, mind-blowing or anything, but it's good. But if they'd sold me an exact copy of the first game, I'd probably have been disappointed. Yes, personal dramas have taken a back seat here, but the scale of what's happening has grown massively. Story-wise, it's been 30 years since the first game, and it'd be weird if everything stayed at the village level like in the original. Now you're thinking not in days, but in weeks. Not about individual buildings, but entire districts. You don't send 10 guys to a sawmill anymore. You direct a couple hundred people to resource-gathering zones. You don't pass laws just because you feel like it. You're forced to reckon with the council's opinions because, sorry to say, you're just some random schmuck they put in charge. All in all, friends, it's still Frostpunk, just on a completely different scale. So, if you've heard a bunch of negativity about the second part, read some reviews on Steam or whatever, I'd advise you not to jump to conclusions. Try playing it yourself first, and then form your own opinions. Stronghold Definitive Edition is a revival of the legendary classic of medieval siege strategies. where every castle is a dream fortress and every battle is a test of strategic genius. In this game, you'll build majestic strongholds, manage an economy, defend your lands, and lead fierce sieges against your enemies. Definitive Edition isn't just a remaster, it's a true upgrade of the original, enhanced graphics, an optimized interface, and a finely tuned balance between construction, economy, and warfare. Every detail, from the tiniest architectural features to dynamic siege scenes, immerses you in the atmosphere of the Middle Ages, where strategy and tactics go hand in hand. Here, you're not just raising walls and towers, you're creating a thriving kingdom by managing resources, developing agriculture, and trading with neighbors. Diplomacy and internal politics add depth to the game, from negotiations built on shrewd diplomacy to well-crafted alliances. Every choice you make shapes the fate of your realm. Take control of your destiny and march into battle, where only the strongest can withstand the onslaught of enemies. That's it, friends. Our top 10 strategy games come to an end. We've ventured through the icy wastelands of Frostpunk 2, stormed castles in Stronghold, conquered islands, and built empires. We've commanded ants, navigated chaos in Warhammer, schemed in Crusader Kings, and battled epically in Age of Empires. There's truly something here to make your brain sizzle and your heart sing. Each game presents its own unique world and challenges, and I'm sure at least one of these will hook you completely. Don't forget to share your favorite, and if I missed something amazing, drop your suggestions in the comments. Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned for more reviews, stay strong, and game on.